one understand two kind of knowledge. Uh, One is of the head, which is born out of time, and the linear knowledge from to. I don't know French language, I need to learn. I take maybe 5 years, 5 months to learn it. Yes, that makes sense. But the one which is beyond the words, which is beyond the word, the inner innocence, which is so simple, like the little baby of a monkey, how to drink the milk. There is no videotape he need to watch first. No, it's spontaneous, it's natural. Uh, why it's natural? Because it is one connection. It's not separate. Uh, like the body you have, the hunger in it comes, is not need any training to be hungry and how to be thirsty, how to be hungry, because there is no separation, it is oneness. So the you are born with this uh, awareness, and let's put it more clearly that not you are born with the awareness, but awareness took the body by through the desire, took the body. So you were the you as the consciousness was prior it took the body. It was prior the unbounded consciousness was prior it took make a zygote with the body. Why? Because that Shiva Shakti union of because of some desire and because of the karma, it took the body as a cage. So if no desire, no thought, no need of the body. So the awareness, consciousness can still remain. Timelessness was prior to the time. So the mind and desire is uh, born of the time, by the time. So one has to look at, one has to understand what is, who am I? Who am I? And then slow and slow, I reflect. Uh, I see the thing, the world, like see the eyes of the child. It sees the nature, or even you're traveling, you see the face of a child. It's looking pure seeing, pure awareness, without the knowledge. So how it is different, because when they see any object, they don't see the object with the knowledge. Like suppose you give two parrots, uh, two, to- two parrots, two toys to a child. One made up of a rubber, one made up of mud, and another one made up of diamonds. So, does he compare which one is better, which one I need to glue to? No. He maybe the rubber parrot which make little sound and music, he'll get glued to that one and not let go, even the one which is made of diamonds, which can cost millions. And that's how our mind, good as a servant, bad as a master. So mind can be the best friend when it belongs where it belongs, or it can be an enemy when it becomes the driver of the life. And that's why it says in Jaisi Drishti, Vaisi Srishti. So if in your heart the driver is the ego and the mind and vasanas which is run your life from morning till night, and more you are caught up in this structure of more and more. Why? Knowingly, unknowingly, because of the neighbors and relatives, they put in your subconscious mind that if you want to be happy, successful, you must have a bungalow, house, car, this, that, and somehow you got hypnotized by it. And then on the top you want little reflections of love, and then you think, oh, I don't want too many material, but I want love. Okay, you change the object. Some people more glued to the honey, some people more glued to money, some more power, but these are all different words, these are different names. One word, Sanskrit, Maya. Maya means not real, but looks like real. So, how we would explain it is that how we would look at the love. So, it's like you have heard this common story of Laila Majnu. Laila Majnu, very simple one. The Laila falls in love with Majnu, and Majnu, because it was king's daughter, did not allow this poor guy to see her. So his state of life was like a madman. No clothing, poor clothing, wandering around. But her daughter was in also love, the princess love with Majnu. So, but because the daughter would not listen to the king, the princess said, if I will marry, then I'll only marry the Majnu and no rich prince or no other one. So, although the king stopped him to come to the palace, but also said that whoever will take care of him or feed the Majnu, no problem, all the bills were paid. So somehow at that time, lot of Majnu got multiplied very quickly, because all of them, they look like beggar and they get best food wherever they go, food, clothes, shelter. They taken care of, because the fear that he must be fed, because if he dies, my daughter will die. So it went on, and now it was even bigger problem than before. The bigger problem was they all look alike. No one could identify who is the real, who is unreal, what to do. It was a bigger mess. And so many bills start coming to the treasury, to the king. How one Majnu can eat so much? Anyway, because a bigger mess, the king had to take the advice of the wazir, and then they come to a conclusion, okay, all the Majnus will be hanged after a week is too much. They will be put to death. Then all those bogus or all the fake, like the real gold and the fake gold, all the 12 carat, 20 carat, 24, 22 carat, all they within the order passed and within the one day, all of them saved, cleaned, back to work. But the real one, Madhu, who was in real love with her daughter, the princess, with Leela, that one had no fear of death because he said for him already he has died to the ego. He was in state of transcendental state. No division, no fear. So this story is indication toward the real and unreal, and the one who has died to the ego has no fear. So is the state of your natural state when you are a child or baby. He has no fear, and the state of Par Brahma within you, that innocent, fully aware, but no fear. So it's a timelessness state, and the state of being is not running after and calling it I love you, all those empty words. So it is the state of being. It has nothing to do with another person because it is total fulfillment. Total fulfillment means childlike state. It can be with someone or without someone. That does not condition. There is no condition. It's total freedom. It only knows flow like flowing, unconditionally. So, in other words, that love is the state of being. It is not that what is normally taught, that I love my car, I love my apartment, I love my girlfriend, boyfriend, and then they change. They change the car, and either they change or they are loaded, filled up with the fear of changing in the mind, in the heart, and aching and aching and aching. While because they are seeking fulfillment through a doll, through an object, through something they can possess, while the treasure is hidden within your own heart. Unlimited, unbounded consciousness. Being the king, we are running like beggars. What are the beggars? These senses become the rulers of our life, the drivers of our life. Either we are glued to the lower chakras and then running after that, and the life, this precious life, which is no words for that. The closest word they put is Ram Ratan. Ratan means the more valuable than diamonds. That's just the symbolism. Symbolism means valueless, is beyond values. As we gave the example of the child will like the rubber parrot, which is $1, versus the $1 billion parrot. But no division for that, because child is in the totally different space of being. He is already fulfilled to begin with. That's just the distraction. The mother gave the distraction. That's how we get distracted in the material things. It's nothing wrong to have those material things, as long as money is good as a servant, but bad as a driver, ruler, master. That's all. That's only the difference. And that's how you will compare, you will see it. Food is very good. You enjoy the food, but when you are vomiting, constipated, then it is something to think about. So it's that very simple that life become musical. You you chew the food, you have take enjoy the food, you enjoy this life now, not tomorrow, not past, worry, anxiety. So that simple. And if the mind is complex, then they make to reach God very difficult too, like if they are climbing some kind of mountain, while it only is you, tat vam asi, you are it. So explore it and find when we say find it, then again it looks like you are somewhere to find. No, it's very simple as you wake up from a dream. Hari Om Tat